Son accidentally pees on mother's waist. Mom suddenly felt a burning sensation, a stinging pain. She looked in the mirror to check. To her horror, she discovered where the urine had soaked through. White fur had actually grown. Then whiskers also sprouted around her mouth. Even more bizarre, her teeth became incredibly sharp. But Annie had no time to worry about what was happening. Her son had smeared paint all over the place. Seeing her son running into the bedroom covered in filth, Annie rushed to chase after him in a panic, but slipped on the paint and fell to the ground. At this moment, she only felt an intense pain in her tailbone. When she looked in the mirror again, she found that where the fur had grown, a large pustule had now formed. Annie thought it was just from the fall, so following traditional Chinese medicine, she heated a needle and punctured the pustule, never expecting that when she pulled it out, a tuft of furry stuff would come with it. Annie didn't think much of it at the time, assuming she had some skin condition, until the day she went shopping at the supermarket and discovered her sense of smell was unusually keen. She could detect the ingredients in the food. Then when she took her kid to the park, a pack of puppies came bounding towards her. Strangely, Annie seemed to understand the puppies' language, hearing them beckoning her to play. Annie uncontrollably chased after the puppies. That night as Annie was sleeping, she was suddenly awakened by barking. When she went outside to check, it turned out to be the same puppies from earlier. Annie thought the puppies had come to play with her, but to her surprise the next second they started biting her. At first Annie thought yesterday's events were just a dream, until early the next morning, her son actually came walking up to her clutching a dead mouse. She hurriedly told her son to throw it away frightened, only to make the horrifying discovery of a pile of dead small animals by the front door. Only then did she remember these creatures were the prey she had hunted with the puppies last night. To get to the bottom of what was going on, Annie went to the library and borrowed a book. Returning home, Annie began to study it, discovering the book contained a magical female character. But as she read on, she was suddenly transported into a fantasy realm. In this illusion, Annie felt an unprecedented sense of ease, but the next second, unexpectedly, she was abruptly awakened by her son. Learning her son was hungry, Annie hastily took him to a restaurant to eat. But while dining, Annie suddenly barked like a dog.